The Book Between Us, a two-level English story. Mia loved books. Every Tuesday afternoon, she visited the city library after her classes. The library was quiet and warm. Sunlight came through the tall windows, and the smell of old books filled the air. Mia always chose the same corner near the fiction shelves. She liked stories about adventure and romance. One Tuesday, while looking for a novel, she found an old blue book. It looked a little worn but interesting. She smiled and carried it to her table. As she opened the first page, something slipped out. A small piece of paper. Mia looked around. Nobody seemed to notice. Curious, she opened the note. It said, "This book is better on rainy days." Mia smiled. Maybe someone had forgotten it. The handwriting was neat and simple. She folded the paper and continued reading. But for some reason she kept thinking about it. At the end of the chapter, she looked at the note again. Then she had an idea. She took out her pen and wrote underneath, "Today is sunny, but I will still read it." She laughed softly at herself. It was silly. Still, before returning the book, she left the note inside. The next Tuesday, Mia returned to the library. She looked for the same blue book. And there it was. Her heart felt strangely excited. She quickly opened it. The note was still there. But now there was another message. "Sunny days need good stories too." Mia blinked. Someone had replied. She looked around the library. A few students were studying. An old man was reading a newspaper. No one looked suspicious. Mia smiled to herself. That afternoon she added another note. "Do you visit this library often?" Then she placed the paper back inside the book. A week later she came back again. And again there was a reply. "Almost every Friday." Mia laughed quietly. Their strange conversation continued. Week after week, they exchanged small messages inside the book. She learned that the mystery reader liked coffee, rainy weather, and detective novels. He learned that Mia loved photography and chocolate cake. They never shared names, only thoughts. One note said, "Libraries are quieter than cafes." Mia answered, "Yes, but cafes have better cake." Another said, "What is your favorite season?" She replied, "Autumn. The trees look like paintings." The library became more special to Mia. She still came for books. But now she also came for the notes. Sometimes she wondered who the writer was. Was he young? Was he shy? Did she pass him in the library without knowing? One Friday, Mia arrived earlier than usual. She looked around carefully. Many people were reading. A boy sat near the history shelves. Another worked on his laptop. But she had no idea. The note that day said, "I think we have crossed paths before." Mia stared at the words. Her cheeks became warm. She wrote back, "Maybe. But how would I know?" The next week, she hurried to the library. But when she searched the shelf, the blue book was gone. She checked again and again. Nothing. Her smile slowly disappeared. Maybe someone borrowed it. Maybe the conversation was over. For the first time in weeks, the library felt different. Too quiet. Mia sat near the window feeling disappointed. She told herself it was only a book. Only notes. Still, she missed them. 3 days later, Mia returned again. She almost gave up searching. Then she saw it. The blue book was back. Her heart jumped. She quickly opened it. Inside was a final note. Only a few words. "You already know me." Mia frowned. Below it, another line said, "Look up." Slowly, she lifted her eyes. A young man stood near the shelves. He held another book in his hands. Dark hair, gentle smile, and familiar handwriting on the paper he carried. For a second, neither of them moved. Then he stepped closer. "Hi," he said softly. Mia felt nervous and surprised at the same time. "Hi," she replied. The boy smiled. "I was beginning to think you liked mystery more than meeting people." Mia laughed. "Maybe I do." He laughed too. "I'm Ethan." "Mia." He looked at the blue book. "I almost never talk to strangers," he admitted. "Me neither," Mia said. For a moment they stood awkwardly. Then Ethan asked, coffee. Mia smiled. Only if there is cake too. Ethan laughed. Deal. Together they walked toward the library cafe. And for the first time, the story between them began outside the pages of a book.